everyone, and welcome to our one-shot number 5. I know, it's weird that a one-shot has numbers, but shut up. We needed a name for the show. So welcome, everyone, to our one-shot. It is Gabe here, as usual, with my beautiful co-host. I would call him the main host, Ajax. How are you, buddy? It's been a long time no speak.
I feel so much better after we went to go take a piss. In between recordings.
Yes. But now we back at the desk. But we are here, guys, to talk to you. If you love free things, that's why you're listening to the one shot right now. You guys can listen to our main issues on not our issues, but like the issues that we record. For $2 on Patreon, you can listen to those. For your listening pleasures, if you guys want to check those out, we got a 5. If you guys listen to this, there's 5 issues of it available on top of the other 4 one-shots. So we got a lot of content already for Dive Into the Longbox podcast, which blows my mind. And it's been a lot of fun to record. I have me and Ajax, we are very passionate about comics. We love this damn nerdy thing. I sent Ajax a picture the other day, actually, of people complaining about Green Goblin wearing Iron Man armor. And I was like, do these people not remember Green Goblin wearing armor in the book when he became Iron Patriot? And I said that to my brother, and he was like, we need to start gatekeeping. I was like, yeah, too many normies don't know what's going on. They don't know. I was like, there's too many normies in our line of work. Got to get them out. Time to make it weird again. Let's make comics weird again. Fucking well, you know what? That's what our topic is here, Ajax, today on the one shot. Our one topic to talk about here. What would we think would make current comics quote unquote better, or something to improve on if there was anything to improve on? Or even something that's good that you think they should keep doing that would make them even better. I don't want to make it seem like comics are bad now, because they're not bad now. There's some good comics out there, but there's a lot of things to improve on.
Plenty of good comics out there.
Yes. But I think you would agree there's many things to improve on.
Absolutely, but there's always going to be things that you can improve on in comic books.
Even when it's at tight, you can still improve on things.
For me, the main thing.
Yeah.
The main thing for me is to never be afraid to deviate from the status quo. Mm-hmm. But on the same token, if you deviate from the status quo and people hate it, don't be afraid to take on the consequences from it. Don't shy away from it. Own up to it.
Something that a lot of books do now that I think books like in the 90s didn't do, were if something didn't hit in the 90s, they stuck with it until maybe it did hit or it just crashed and burned. Nowadays, if it doesn't hit that first month, we're rebooting the series now. It's number 1 again next month. You know what I mean? They're very scared now to stick with an idea. Nowadays.
There's a lot of knee-jerk reactions when it comes to modern-day comic books.
Mm-hmm. How many number 1s of certain series do we need? I feel like I've seen a million. I saw there's another X-Men number 1 on the shelves right now. I'm like, what? Well, didn't the X-Men, don't they have a series? Don't they have 4 series going on now? What is going on? My thing, I think it was something similar. I think because you and I have, very similar visions when it comes to comic books. I had it here was the big thing was, I think stories now are, I don't want them to be afraid to take chances on things. I feel like comic books now, writers, I think they play it a little too safe when it comes to things. So when you read a book, there's not a lot going on because they don't really want to do anything that could be seen as out of the box or unordinary. I think when I was reading comics growing up, shit was over the top, but that's what you wanted out of your books. You're trying to get as much entertainment as possible. It sucks when you spend $5 on a book now, and it's just 2 talking heads for 20 pages, and it's what? What was done in this book? You know what I mean? I think now there's a main focus on trying to write it like a TV show instead of writing it like a comic book, and I think that's what's getting lost nowadays with comic books.
No, I agree. You can't write a comic book like a TV show, but you can write a TV show like a comic book, if that makes sense.
I agree. Because of so much of the stuff going on in the book, it reflects well on live action or on an animated show. But I think now it's like with the rise of the popularity of Marvel TV shows and all that, now I feel like all these Marvel books are writing as if they want their book to get made into live action. So it's like, I don't know. There's something about the scripts now. They just don't hit the same way because it feels like they're writing to just get a show made. They're not writing to tell a good story, which bugs me a lot. That's why I read a lot of like indie stuff now or like Image because they don't give a shit. They'll just write what they want. And if they're writing for a TV show, it's a TV show that's going to be off the wall or like a lot of fun to watch. You're never bored.
And that goes back to my point of don't be afraid to deviate from the status quo. When you read stuff from Image, like they do whatever the hell they want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I've been a big fan of theirs, like ever since I got into reading comic books.
And I think that's why I'm so drawn now to the Dawn of DC stuff, because they just went back to what worked. It was just like, I felt like New 52 was fun, but it was definitely like trying to be like movies, comic book movies, which is fine. It worked sometimes for them. Like we got cool stuff like Court of Owls and all that. But with Dawn of DC, it's just like we're just gonna write books where just stuff's happening, but it has a reason, and you gotta read next month to see what that reason is or the next part of that. But stuff's gonna be happening every time you get a book, and I think that's what I love about the current Dawn of DC run is that shit's happening. You when you buy a book, you know you're not gonna be bored. You're gonna get your money's worth, which is what I think comics should all be about. So I think DC's doing really well right now. Of the big two, I mean DC's kind of always been. Listen, this is gonna be controversial, maybe, but I feel like DC's always been better at comics than Marvel. Especially
in
since
some points.
I think
points, yes.
Since Marvel started doing movies, DC has been the king of comics since then, because the Marvel's main focus became those movies.
Them, I would agree.
Between the big two. If we're talking about the big two, DC is the king of the big two. Even then, I feel like their stories are more shockingly from DC. Their stories now are more linear and easier to follow than it is now with Marvel. Marvel, I feel like it's just all over. There's so many strings going different places. They love their multiverse shit, so stuff's all over the place.
So many events. So many events going on.
Yeah, it's tough to follow. You gotta kind of like pick an event. Like I think that's why I liked Heroes Reborn, because it was an event that had no repercussions. It was just that singular thing that happened, and when you finished it, that was it. You know what I mean? There wasn't like these crazy things that happened after that you need to follow to see what happens, because by that point you're ready for it to, you're ready for your big finish for that story, and you got it, which is what I liked. But I think I think DC definitely is not scared to take chances with their books, just like Image, and I feel like places like Dark Horse like fell off. I feel like they don't make anything anymore, or at least anything that's like on shelves as much as they used to. They used to be like a main one up there with Image. I wonder what happened with them.
Well,
it's like they lost their Star Wars deal and then they just kind of vanished.
What I think with Dark Horse is because they've been really big into manga, like localizing manga. Like that's been a big seller for them. Yeah.
I was just looking to see. I'm looking to just pull up a list of their stuff right now.
Because they've done really well with localizing Berserk. They've done really well doing that.
Oh? They're making a new Star Wars book. What? In partnership with Disney. Huh?
Yeah.
I thought Marvel had the exclusive rights. That's crazy.
Well, so here's the thing. Marvel does, but Marvel will license out certain Disney IPs. For example, they've done it with Dynamite Entertainment.
Oh, okay.
That's why Dynamite is doing a Gargoyles series, because Marvel lent them the IP.
Man, so I might actually check these out, because when Dark Horse was writing for Star Wars, those like outside stories were so good. And now these would count as canon. So I would definitely love to check these out.
They had Conan the Barbarian for a while as well. Dark Horse.
Oh, yes, they did. They did. Yeah, Dark Horse, you go on their site now, they sell a lot of like figures and stuff now. They're not like, I'm trying to see like what they got for books, but keep being advertised figures. Yeah, they're mostly just pushing Star Wars stuff right now, but nothing like outside of Star Wars, there's nothing really that I see that is. Oh, and some Hellboy. They're like reselling some Hellboy stuff.
I get it though, because here's the thing: you can mass produce figures way more than you can mass produce a book.
Mm-hmm. It'll catch, especially now that collectibles are so hot and popular. Again, I feel like now they're just on another level than they used to be.
They are, and now, yeah, you can buy a comic book physically, but you can also read it digitally now.
Yeah, for
Uh,
cheap.
a figure you can't, theoretically speaking, you can't own a figure digitally. Like you have to like collect it physically. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and they're actually advertising it here. It's a big thing about digital books that they're pushing. Like, see, look, they got The Witcher, an Overwatch. What? They have a Witcher book. Okay, I didn't know that. The Witcher Ronin. Whoa, what? Whoa, it's a Japanese Witcher. That's kind of cool, actually. Now I kind of want to check that out.
It's kind of like when they did manga Spawn. I actually read that.
Oh, was that good?
It was okay.
It was all
It,
right.
it was all right. Like I didn't hate it, but when I finished reading it, I was like, yeah, I probably won't read that again. It was alright. The art style was nice.
Oh man, they have like the rights to so many things I forgot, man. They got the rights to Berserk, Hellboy, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Mob Psycho, Star Wars, obviously Sin City still. Grendel, I forgot about Grendel and Umbrella Academy. Damn, that's all they show for their. Was that it? Of course, they show all the stuff that have either a live action or cartoon adaptation, like Stranger Things 2 is on here. Like, see, look, that's a testament to what we were just saying. Like, they're only advertising the stuff that was made into movies or TV shows.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they really want to push. So, like, when these new writers are seeing that, they're like, oh, yeah, let's write this like how I would write my Netflix episode for this. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes. It depends on the type of book you're making, too. If you're making a superhero book, I better see some fighting on page 2 to catch me. You gotta lure me in with something cool.
Generally speaking, and there's been exceptions, but generally speaking,
Mm-hmm.
licensed IPs turned into comic books suck
Yes.
because they play it so safe, so close to the belt. There's just nothing interesting about it.
And I will say that what you just mentioned will have something to do with what I'm going to talk about at the end of this episode about what our topic is for the next issue. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But let's see. Is there anything else you'd want to change in comics? I don't know if I would. I think I would love to see more focus on artists as well and writers. I feel like that is a lost thing as well.
Sort of. So I feel like ever since we left the 90s, quote
Mm-hmm.
unquote, um, it's been more of a writer driven industry more so than an artist driven industry.
And I think a big part of that is that, like, it sucks to say, but there's like a style now that kind of just a lot of people do, so they start to look similar.
Yeah.
Like if you give me one X-Men book that's currently out and then an Iron Man book that's currently out, and you're like, tell these artists apart, I'd be like, I have no idea. I have no idea. They're starting to look all the same to me. Which sucks because, you know me, you and I are big on specific artist stuff.
Definitely.
So it's I would love to see more focus on that going forward as well. Cuz there's some artists out there that make some really unique stuff that no one talks about, like the recent Spider-Man 2099 series, phenomenal art, like insane art, but it was so unique and different that like I feel like no one's talking about it. It's like, what the hell? But I do know something, Ajax, that did happen back in the 90s. Did you ever think maybe how cool would it be if we saw Iron Man fight against Batman and the Hulk versus Mixelplick? How did you ever think, wow, those would be some great fights to see? Well, guess what, Ajax? We had those dreams answered in the year of 1996, the year before I was born. We got some series. We got the DC versus Marvel books, along with the Marvel versus DC books. As you know, the DC versus Marvel was DC's books because they had to have their name first, but Marvel didn't want to fuck around, so they got their own books where their names go first.
Yeah.
You had to do that. They did that with Batman and Spawn, too. We had Batman and Spawn and Batman. One issue, Batman looks like a badass. Next issue, Spawn does. That's how it was. But there are some odd choices on these covers. I mean, the covers are kind of cool, actually. I take that back. There's some cool options, but there's some odd attire choices, like Thor. What the fuck is Thor wearing here? Who knows?
Is that Maddie's Thor?
Yes, he's wearing like a crop top with
Yeah.
very long Fabio hair and like wrist tape. Everybody else is dressed normal besides Spider-Man. It's Ben Reilly Spider-Man webbing around. But the later Ben Reilly when he had the web suit, not the cool sweater. And he's being hugged from behind by Superboy.
Yes.
As one does. So the covers are cool. It was cool seeing just these characters share the covers, like Lobo and Wolverine. Thought that was cool. Great little nod there. But issue 4 was the final issue. They only did 4 issues of these. And if you can see here, the little divide is there. But as it starts to go away, Ajax, we are shown some new characters that don't exist. Who are these people, Ajax? Well, these are characters in the Amalgam universe. The Amalgam universe came when DC and Marvel wanted to create their own universe together to try to spark up their comic book monies. They thought, why not put our combined resources together and make something special? And they made something, all right. Do you think it was special, Ajax?
Special shit.
I will say, my goal is to collect all of the number ones, because what they did is they would sell the number ones for all these characters. There was 12 number ones, but then they never had number twos for any of them. So they had like the DC versus Marvel series, and then if I'm correct, they had like the Amalgam books that like tied all the characters together, and then they completed the Marvel versus DC series. So it was like weird how they did it. If I'm incorrect, feel free to correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I think I may have the timeline kind of off of how it happened, but you had to like read all of them to like know the characters going into the final book, if I'm correct. I don't know, it was weird. But I own some. So of them all, like I said, there's 12 books. They are broken up. DC has their own collection, and Marvel has their own collection. DC has 6, Marvel has 6, because it all has to be even. All has to be even. So, Ajax, I'm going to go through this list with you, all right? This is the Amalgam Age of Comics DC Comics Collection. They had a number 1 for Amazon number 1. So, Amazon. Let's look up Amazon number 1, buddy. Amazon, I'm trying to see who was combined. So, what they did is they took 2 characters and they combined them into one character. Amazon number 1 was a combination of Wonder Woman and Storm. Here, I'll put this up here for you to see, my friend.
You know, Gabe, one might say it's an amalgamation.
Ah! You could say that. The next one, which I do own here, is another one. It is, drum roll please, Assassins number 1 was, I think it was Deathstroke and Elektra in one, if I'm correct, on the right, because she has the eye patch and the white hair, but with the Elektra gear.
It looks like it, yeah.
The one on the left, I don't know who that is. Let me see. I pulled up a list here. Oh my god. Okay, so it doesn't say there. Okay, Dare is her name. Let's see. Dare is a... All right, cool. It doesn't tell us who they're mixed with. Cool. That's fine, though. Oh, they had cool, like, variant covers of, like, other characters. All right. Doesn't say. But her name is Slade Murdoch. That is Dare. There's a woman on the right of the cover that looks like an Elektra-type person, but her name is Slade Murdoch, which is really cool. But the other one, I want to know who the other one's a combination of. Who is that? Who is she? Who is she? Ajax, we got to do some research real quick. We got to figure out who this is. Hold on a second.
I wonder if Comic Vine would have that info.
Let's see here. Here we go. Comic Vine, Assassins. The issue 1 is called Political Suicide. It has Dare. Does it really not have her name? Oh, here we go. Cat's Eye is her name.
What was the name of the issue?
Political Suicide.
Sounds like a Megadeth album.
Yeah, so, yeah, Cat's Eye is the other person. No idea who's combined. I'm guessing maybe Catwoman and someone else. Oh, wait, here we go. Catwoman. Oh, wait, this website has it. This is Catwoman and Elektra. And Dare is a combination of... Dare is... Oh, of course, this one doesn't have it. Oh, so one of them shows who it is. Oh, Deathstroke and Daredevil. That's who Dare is. So that... Oh, that's why she has the Daredevil horns. So they're both kind of just like... Electras. Kind of.
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense. We're also going to look at the next one here for DC, which was Doctor Strange Fate. Do I own Doctor Strange Fate? I don't know, but he was the one that people make fun of the name, but I think he had the coolest design, or one of the coolest designs.
Those are two characters I really like, Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate.
Yes, Doctor Strange, Doctor Fate. Let me pull this up here. I just want to look at this. Oh, yeah. Looks real cool. And I think that's like an easy one to put together when you're making this list of who to combine. That's an easy choice right there for Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate. Number 1, the JLX number 1, which I do own. This is a whole group. So, we're going to look at this group here, Ajax, to see who is in this group. Are you ready?
Well, I'm ready.
So, the JLX group here. So, this is who is showing up. I'm going to look at this cover here. And, actually, one of these people is just straight up rogue. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that is just straight up rogue right there. Flying around.
Yeah, they didn't even bother changing.
They didn't even bother. If they did give her a name, it ain't nothing different because she looks the same. So here, let's pull up the team. So the members of the JLX are Amazon, which is the Storm combination. It is Angel Hawk, which is a combination of Hawkman and Angel, of course. It was Apollo. It doesn't have it. It looks like just the Cyclops thing, but it doesn't say who he's a mix of. It just says Apollo is a member of JLX. His name is Ray Summers. So, doesn't say who he's supposed to be combined with, but he has Cyclops' powers.
Kind of funny that they would go with the name Apollo, and then a couple years later, you would have Midnighter and Apollo.
Yeah.
The Authority.
Literally, yeah. The next one is Cannon Flash, who is a mix of Cannonball and the Flash. Of course, because of the name. Makes it pretty easy. Chaos, who is a mixture of Spitfire and Havoc. That is an interesting duo to choose for this. Emerald Eye, who is a... What? He's an amalgam of Cyclops and Kyle Rayner. By the way, two characters I like. But who's the other dude with the Cyclops powers? Why do we need this guy? Apollo shooting lasers out of his eyes. With a visor. Why do we need two? Does Emerald Eye have the same power? Yeah. What the fuck? Okay. That's like having two Wolverines on a team. Like, why do you need it? Firebird, who is a combination of Phoenix from Marvel Comics and Fire from DC. I don't know Fire. DC Comics Fire. Oh, she's green. Why don't I remember this woman at all? Oh my god, I thought I was showing you this the whole time. There you go, buddy. Who's fuck is Fire? She looks like she's a... Who is this? Who is she? Bobby Lashley.
It looks like she was in an animated show.
Yeah, well, she's an amalgamation of Phoenix and her as one person. By the way, this is Apollo, just so you can see. Cyclops, basically. And then this is Emerald Eye, who has the same shit.
Wow.
Green Phoenix. She was created by Doctor Strange Fate. It looks like it's Jean Grey and Martian Manhunter.
That looks like Mystique and Martian Manhunter.
I thought that
too,
it's
Jean Grey. Okay,
that's Jean's hair.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right here, Jean Grey and Martian. Oh, I didn't even see that there. I just saw the hair. It looked like the hair from the cartoon. So yeah. Then we got Iceberg. It's a crossover of Iceman and Ice from DC.
Who's Ice?
I like how DC has fire and ice. This is Ice. Another animated character who's in a lot of animated stuff. Oh, look here's Fire and Ice together.
Oh my God.
I guess they had a series. Fire and Ice, welcome to Smallville. What? All right, that's cool. That's cool. I guess.
I watch a lot of DC animated stuff, so I feel like I should know who Ice is, but I don't remember.
Is this Justice League? Looks like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justice League Unlimited. So they were in Justice League Unlimited together. Oh, well. Look at that. And the last one, Icebreaker, because we need 2 ice people, of course. And this is Aquaman and Iceman. Wait, Iceman's amalgamation of 2 people? Wow, what? Why not do Namor and Aquaman?
You would think, because it lends itself together so well.
He's such an easy one. They're like, nah, let's do another ice person on this team. What the fuck, man? There are more people on this team? There is! Lebat! Who's Batman and Jubilee? He just said Lebat!
What would possess them to morph Batman and Jubilee?
And her name is Jubilation Wayne. They didn't even try it. Oh, here we go. Mariner, who is an Aquaman and Namor.
There we go.
Why do we need 2 Aquaman people? I hate this team. Mercury, who is Quicksilver and Impulse. Why do we need 2 speedsters? Oh my god. Mr. X, who's Martian Manhunter.
We have
Professor
2 Martian Manhunters.
Night Creeper, who is Nightcrawler and the Creeper. Runaway, who is Rogue and Gypsy from DC, but she literally just looks like Rogue.
That's just Rogue.
It's just
who's
Rogue.
Gypsy? Look up Gypsy real quick.
DC
I'm trying to remember who that is.
Don't know.
I'm not familiar with Gypsy either.
I am not as well. Huh. Whoa, Martian Manhunter with boobs. What do you know? Super Mutant. It's Superman and Bishop. That's kind of cool, actually.
I was gonna say I kind of fuck with that.
I kind of want to see a series of that. That's kind of cool. Lucas Kent. Yeah, I'm cool with that. And he absorbs powers like Bishop, but he has all the Superman's powers. And Wraith, who is Obsidian and Gambit combined.
I kind of like that too.
I kind of like that as well. He looks dope. Well, that is JLX #1 Unleashed. So that's
Didn't they make? I could have sworn they made Superboy.
They did.
And Spider-Man.
We will be getting to that. Yep.
Okay.
Did, and it looked cool.
Okay.
This is my price. This is what started my Amalgam collection. Is this icon right here? We're gonna pull him up. Good old The Legends of Darkclaw, who is an amalgamation. He has 25 issues. Yeah, he was the only one I think had more issues after.
Oh, he was definitely the mascot of that universe.
Yeah, I mean, he was the coolest looking one. It was Wolverine and fucking... They had trading cards? What? Pause. They had Amalgam trading cards.
Clearly we need to collect
right
them.
now. I need these right now. By the way, he's in the very creative team of the Judgment League Avengers. By the way, oh, is he Canadian also? Look at me. He was only 5.
Yeah.
He witnessed his parents murder at the hands of Bass Robber. Logan was sent to live with his uncle in Alberta, Canada. Another Canadian hero. But I own this. I own #1 right here. This is literally what started my collection of all of these. I got this for like $2 from an Instagram seller. By the way, Instagram's the best place to buy comic books. You get them for dirt cheap. Cool ass hero. I think to this day still probably the best part of the Amalgam stuff. I still see things of him being made, so definitely he's a definite winner, I would say. By the way, he has all these crazy powers, but like Wolverine's healing powers, tracking, super smell, super everything. But then he also has like Batman's gadgets. Like, he is just like someone you do not want to fuck with. And then we got Super Soldier #1, which is another issue that I own. This one is another one I fucking love. I think this is a cool ass combination. It is Captain America and Superman combined. If Ajax looks at the camera here, I got it right here. Super Soldier #1.
Of course, right? There's no way you don't do that.
Like, yeah, and I think it's probably besides Darkclaw, I'd say it's, and there's a top 3. It's Darkclaw, Super Soldier, and it's Superboy's Amalgam character with Spider-Man that are probably the coolest looks that came out of this. I'll probably add more to that list as we go through, but definitely Super Soldier's up there. He's definitely tied maybe for #1. I think this is the coolest looking costume.
I gotta say, though, I'm a really big fan of that Elektra and Deathstroke.
That one was really cool, too. That was a really cool look. She had all the gimmicks and stuff. So that was for DC. So then Marvel had theirs. This is another one I want to get. Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I thought that was very interesting. Where is it here? Agent... Is this really not going to pop up? Here we go. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought this was a cool combination. I thought that was pretty sweet. Good little idea there. I'm guessing his villain is the Green Skull. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, not Baron Zemo. Baron Zero, who is Baron Strucker in Mr. Freeze. And his real name is cooler than his super name. His super name is Baron Zero, but his real name is Wolfgang von Strucker. That sounds so much cooler.
It does.
Oh my god, I was kidding. It really is the Green Skull. He's an amalgam of Red Skull and Lex Luthor. That's cool. He's just Green Skull. I was kidding because it was a Green Skull, but... Also, his love interest, Madam Cat, who is Madam Hydra and Catwoman. Pretty interesting there. And we can't forget Martha Wayne. Just regular Martha Wayne is in this. Also, Tony Stark, who is just Tony Stark, but he's crippled. And he's in a wheelchair, so he ain't flying around in this book here. Who's Nuke? Oh. Nuke's the villain.
Oh, that's crippled bitch, Tony Stark.
He's a amalgam of character Nuke and DC character Bane.
Oh, that's sick. I like that.
But they just called him the Marvel character.
I like the design. I don't like the name. They could have thought of a better name.
The design's cool. Nuke uses venom to enhance his strength, just like Bane. He prides himself on his strength and fighting ability. He teamed up with Madam Cat. Nice. He looks really cool. I like the tattoo of the Hydra tattoo. Sergeant Rock is in this still, just as regular Sergeant Rock. Nick Fury's in this too, just as Nick Fury. Moonwing, who is Nightwing and Moon Knight. Okay, that's fucking cool.
I like that.
I like that a lot. Is there pictures from the book of how he looks? Oh, this is him in the book here. Okay, that's cool, actually.
It's a nice action shot.
Yeah, that's cool, man. All right. I'll take Moonwing. That's cool. Sounds like Mood Swing, but it's okay. We got Black Bat in this, which is Batgirl and Black Cat combined. But
Come on, how do you not do Catwoman and Black Cat? How do you not do that?
Literally. Also, her costume kind of just looks like Kitty Pryde.
It does.
When she had the mask in the blue and white.
It's kind of just Barbara Gordon dressed up as Kitty Pryde.
Yeah. And then Deathlock's in this, just as Deathlock. So, wait. Amalgam version of Deadshot, Jason Todd, and Deathlock. Talk about someone you don't want to really get on their bad side. Real name, Jason Todd. What? What? Damn, dude. What low-key sleeper cool character is Deathlock in this. Suit, not so much. Could do a little better. But
yeah,
the combination of people, I think if drawn modern day, I think it could be really good. That's kind of cool. He battled Dick and nearly killed him. Wow. So yeah, that's Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Then we got Bullets and Bracelets #1. I do not own that one. Let's see what Bullets and Bracelets, which contains. Okay, this seems kind of cool.
I like that cover a lot.
Yeah, it's Amazon. Oh wait. Oh, so the Storm and Wonder Woman combinations. Big Titania is in this. Whoa, that's a big bitch. It is Big Barda and Titania combined. Yo, she's jacked to the gills. Diana Prince, who is their version of Wonder Woman. She is wait, what? She was one of the few Amalgam comic characters not amalgamated with anyone. Oh, so this is just regular Wonder Woman, but what?
Yeah, this is just regular Wonder Woman.
Oh, she parted with her sister Aurora, so they're both from the Amazon. Okay. Oh, she has adamantium bracelets. That's cool. She got the little Punisher logo and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we got High Father Odin. That's cool. Odin and the High Father. So they just combined the names.
Wow, like that. That's a cool design.
That's cool, though.
I like that.
Lashina is in this. It is leader of Darkseid's female Furies. Oh, this is just regular Lashina from the regular books.
Right.
Monarch. War Machine and Monarch. It just looks like War Machine. Cool. It's like a modified War Machine suit. Stompa. Cool. Stompa. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's a... Wait. Okay, mostly it's a regular DC character. It seems like after
she's one of the new gods.
I want to know who the dude is. Bernadette? Who's this? Oh, Bernadette is regular Bernadette. Bronze Tiger. I want to know who that dude is. Bronze Tiger, amalgam of Bronze Tiger and Black Panther, but they just gave him Bronze Tiger's name. Granny Harkness. It's Granny Goddess and Agatha Harkness.
that's funny. I like that. It's kind of funny.
Holding a baby in the air. Kanto, who's just regular Kanto from DC. Mad Harriet, who is just regular Mad Harriet. I'm just making sure. Oh, Punisher. Amalgam's version of the Punisher and Steve Trevor.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh, okay.
Steve from DC, yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Trevor Castle, that's his real name.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Castle and Diana.
You know what? He kind of looks like Guy Gardner
a little bit. Yeah, with the hair. Magneto and the Magnetic Men. What a weird name. Magneto and the Magnetic Men.
Sonata would have a field day with that one.
There we go. Magneto and the Magnetic Men. So this had not a lot of characters. I mean, the cover's cool. Some cool looking characters. Matsuda was the artist for this. Because I was looking at that front cover. This looks like, what's his name from Youngblood? The way his face is designed.
Yeah, Bedrock.
Bedrock. He kind of has the Bedrock looking face.
Yeah.
So I was trying to see who the artist was, but it's Matsuda and working on this. And Art Thibert. I'm an idiot. Antimony. Antimony is the amalgam of Platinum and Scarlet Witch. Wait, so there's Magneto and the Magnetic Men, and then there was the Magnetic Men featuring Magneto.
That's not confusing at all.
Cobalt. Amalgamated with Gold and Mastermind. He is a member of the Magnetic Men. Lucius Richmond. Kokoro, who is Psylocke and Katana. That's cool.
Wow, I like that.
Mr. X, who is, of course, Martian Manhunter and Professor X. He even has the Bishop M on his eye. I don't know if you see that there.
Yeah.
Nice little touch. Sinistron. I'm guessing Sinestro and Ultra. Oh, there's a lot. Wow. There's an amalgam of Brainiac, Mr. Sinister, Nimrod, Sinestro, and Ultron. Jesus fucking Christ. They're like, all right, who's kind of a robot? Bismuth. Amalgamated with Tin and Toad. Damn, that small little dude. This little dude makes a Toad. Does he stick his tongue out like Toad? Iron. That's not metal. Wait, is iron magnetic? It has to be. Amalgam of iron and Eunice. Magneto, who is an amalgam of Magneto and Will Magnus. Who the fuck is Will Magnus? I'm gonna feel real dumb. Oh. He is the creator of the Metal Men. Okay, so that makes sense. I haven't read any Metal Men stuff, I'm gonna be honest. And Nickel, who is Quicksilver and Mercury. So look at that. They just took characters whose names were elements and put them together. That's what I'm hearing. Speed Demon. This one was a pretty cool design as well. I've seen this one. Whoops. I've seen this one around town. Speed Demon is pretty cool. It is an amalgam of different versions of Ghost Rider, the Flash, and Etrigan. Pretty
the demon.
Fucking cool design.
Yeah, I like that.
Very cool. Like the skull with like the demon teeth. Like he's got the horns like Etrigan. Like, yeah, this one's a definite winner. This one's definitely top 5. His name is Blaze Allen. Definitely a cool character that they made. Then we have the next one, Spider-Boy #1. Here we go, Ajax. Spider-Boy #1. He has 26 issues that he's in. He was another one like Dark Claw that got a lot of screen time. Hell yes. There's Spider-Boy.
This is in my personal top 5 for best amalgam designs.
Definitely. Combination of Ben Reilly and Superboy. Holy shit, his arm was in a recent comic book. So he's dead. Oh. That's kind of cool that Marvel touched on that recently. When the hell was that from?
They might have killed him off because, if you know, Gabe, they recently just introduced a Spider-Boy in the...
that would make sense.
The mainline comics.
That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, because that's from a recent book, or fairly recent book. That's the vampire dude.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's a cool little Easter egg for people that didn't, if you're paying attention.
His name is escaping me at the moment, but he's the one that ate Spider-Man's eye.
Yes,
in
yes.
The Straczynski run.
So this is Peter Ross is his name. Not as catchy as Peter Parker, but still cool. I'll take it. And then the last one for Marvel, their first collection here, is the X-Patrol. I'm on patrol. X-Patrol, here we go. This screams 90s comics right here. The Liefeld headpieces and all that. So, get ready for the characters. Character #1, Batman. Just Batman. Just regular old Batman is in this. Beastling, who is Beast Boy and Beast. Makes sense. I'm cool with that. Cool design. He's just Beast but green. Dial Husk, who is Dial H for Hero and Husk combined. Donna Troy, who's just, regular Donna Troy. Pharaoh Man, who is Pharaoh and Colossus.
Now that's a 90s design right there.
That's a super 90s design. Can't forget Niles Cable. He's a mom of Cable and Niles Calder. Who is
Niles is the isn't Niles the leader of the Doom Patrol? That's the leader of the Doom Patrol, isn't it?
I believe it is. Yeah, the one with the yeah. I think that is him.
Yeah.
So that is he's mixed with Cable here, and probably the best design from here. Shatter Starfire, who you guessed it is Shatterstar and Starfire combined.
They could have probably thought of a better name.
Yeah.
But a cool design.
Very cool design. Yeah, that's 90s. It's literally just Starfire's gear, but with a headpiece. So,
works for me.
Yeah, works for me. And then we got Brother Brood, who is Amalgam Combination of Brother Blood and Brood Queen from the Amalgam universe. Wait, what? I'm guessing they didn't mean to write it like that.
Yeah.
You can amalgam someone from the Amalgam universe. Then they had Doctor Doomsday, who is Doctor Doom and
That
Doomsday
is
combined.
insane.
That is insane.
Could you imagine Doctor Doom with Doomsday's power?
Literally.
It'd be ridiculous.
They had Elastigirl. Janet Van Dyne is the amalgamation of Domino, Wasp, and Elastigirl. Yeah, whose favorite mutant adventure introduced X Patrol.
I like that design.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nice design.
The Domino eye gimmick is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then who else we got? Wait, there's just regular Husk in here also. So Husk and then the other Husk is in here. I'm guessing they fight like the other universe. I don't know. But that was actually the team that we got here. That's the whole team. The rest are just regular characters. So I'd say that's probably my favorite team so far we've seen. Is the X Patrol. So the last ones here are kind of just repeats of things we've seen, but it's the last 6 books that they got. So it's just Bat Thing, which I own. I own this one. This one is right here. Got it. It is Man Bat and Marvel's Man Thing combined as one character. So I got that number 1. I did have another one on this list here, which was okay. I didn't have this one. Dark Claw Adventures, of course, is just Dark Claw. I just want to pull up just to see it. We won't go through the list, but it's just another thing for Dark Claw. The cover is the Batman animated series art, which I think is really cool.
That's a nice cover.
Oh, there are some new ones in there. Lady Talia. I'm guessing it's Talia al Ghul and Lady Deathstrike combined. That's kind of cool. Ra's Apocalypse. Instead of Ra's al Ghul, Ra's Apocalypse. That's clever. Oh, the whole issue's drawn like a cartoon, like a Batman cartoon. Spiral Harley, who is Harley Quinn and Spiral. Cyber Croc, who is Cyber and Killer Croc combined. Hyena, which is Sabretooth and the Joker. Whoa. That is an odd combination I didn't know I needed. Omega Beast is Omega Red and KG Beast. Sparrow, who is Robin and Jubilee. That's a cool combination. That's a given combination. The Girl Wonder.
That looks a lot like the Robin from Dark Knight Returns. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
It does. The big... Holy shit, you're right. When did that come out?
Dark Knight Returns? Wasn't it like 88?
86. Okay.
86.
I was trying to say, I was like, they definitely pulled from that, like 1,000%. I was just trying to see how far away from that it was to make sure it wasn't like super close to it, because I'd be like, damn, they just straight up stole it. Which they did here too, but real name, Jubilation Lee. Two-Faced Goblin, who is Two-Face and Green Goblin, but what makes him Two-Faced?
I'm not sure. It looks like just regular Green Goblin to me.
Yeah. I don't know what's Two-Faced about him, but all right. Yeah, so yeah, that's the characters in Dark Claw Adventures. Then we had this one I do have, Generation Hex. Yes. You heard that right. Jonah Hex got a combination amalgam character, and I own it because I got it for like $1. Because it's Jonah Hex. I have this one. I realized a lot of people don't like Jonah Hex. I see a lot of his books for very cheap.
It's not him and Rawhide Kid? I feel like that's obvious.
So this is an amalgamation of... Let's see. So Jono Hex is his name. It's amalgam of Generation X from Marvel and Jonah Hex from DC. So Generation X is the dude that had the fire coming out of his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day?
Okay.
Yeah. Just
I
like
thought
he has
you
like
meant
his little
the
handkerchief.
group Generation X. I was like, well, that would have made no sense.
No, yeah, the dude with the fire coming out the mouth.
Okay.
And Jonah Hex combined. Firebird, I think we looked at Firebird already, right? Yes, we did. Madam Banshee, which is Madam .44. Who the fuck is that? and Banshee combined. How do you not do Banshee and Black Canary? Skin Hunter.
Yeah, actually, how do you not do that?
Skin Hunter's amalgam of Skin from Marvel and Scalp Hunter from DC. Who the fuck are these people? They're pulling for this. Aurora Trigger. Sister of North Star Trigger. All right. Cool.
So just fucking Aurora from Alpha Flight. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Johnny Random. That sounds like a new John Morrison gimmick. Amalgam of DC's Johnny Thunder and Marvel's Random. So they just made
There's a Marvel character called Random.
Yeah, dude, they were scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Coltron,
awesome.
who's Ultron and Cobra combined. That's cool. North Star Trigger. Here we go. Yep. Retribution, who was amalgam of Penance from Marvel and Firehair from DC. Dude, who are these people they're pulling out? White Whip. She's a member of Generation X, a mix of Emma Frost and Whip from DC.
Looks cool.
Yeah, I'll take that. I think a lot of these characters are Jonah Hex characters, but that they're mixing, but I just never read Jonah Hex, so I have no idea. JLX Unleashed is another one I own. It's another JLX book. It's the same characters in this. This one actually gives a better view, if you want to look at my camera, of the Cyclops guy that they're saying is not Cyclops, but it's Cyclops.
It's obviously so.
But it's literally the same. It's just another JLX book. This one has the Aquaman Namor on the cover, front and center. But even in this book, Rogue is still with the Gambit character, so they are touching shoulders with each other. So,
right, yeah.
By the way, this the Speedster just looks like a blue Wally.
He does.
It's literally just blue Wally. Let's see here. And then we got Lobo the Duck.
Oh my god.
Lobo. Because when you make the Amalgam universe, you got to make Lobo the Duck. His alias is the main duck, Duckbo, Mangy Duck-Ass Bastish, Lobo D, the main Duckbo, and Ladies Duck. And he says, "Duck, you stupid bestitches." I take it back.
Oh my god.
This is the greatest thing ever. A bounty hunter, Lobo the Duck is almost the best there is. He is amalgamated with Lobo and Howard the Duck. Wait a minute. Lobo the Duck is very good with the ladies as well with his work, but he has a problem. He already has a girlfriend, Beverline. His girlfriend caught him a few times trying to have sex with his female partners, Billy the Millie and Gamarola. Bev usually beats his head every time she catches him trying to get lucky. Who are these characters? I need to see who these people are. Here we go. The cover is really cool, actually. That is a sick cover. It's all like the dead members of the Amalgam universe. All right. Al Forbush is an amalgam of Forbush Man and Al. Billy the Millie is an amalgam of Millie the Model and Billy the Girl. She got the Chun-Li wrist thing on her neck. The little spikes. Gamarola, who I'm guessing is Gamora and Shao La. Okay, I didn't know Shao La. I knew Gamora was one of them. Green Skull's in this, Lobo the Duck. Ambush the Lunatic, who is Ambush Bug and Lunatic combined. Who the fuck are these people? Mr. Bongface? He's a bong! He's an amalgamation of Dr. Bong from Marvel and Scarface from DC. Who the fuck is Bongface? Gold Kidney Lady, who is a combination of Kidney Lady from Marvel and Gold Star, who is his enemy. Impossible Dog, who is Marvel's Impossible Man and DC's Dog. He's a shape-shifting pet.
Got that dog in him.
And casually, Thanos side is in this. Just the cool-ass combination of Thanos and Darkseid. It's the only where you can find him in Lobo the Duck. That is fucking nuts, dude. I need to get my hands on Lobo the Duck like yesterday.
No matter how bad this is, I think I need to read it.
And he's a fourth wall breaking character. Hell yes. Need to get my hands on Lobo the Duck. And there's another Super Soldier Man of War, which I'm guessing is just another Super Soldier book. Man of War. Yeah, just another Super Soldier book. This time, though, because the first time... Oh, no, DC's the only one doing the Super Soldier books. I thought maybe Marvel would do one, but... Yeah, Sergeant Rock's in this one. This one seems like a classic Super Soldier story where it's like the past. It looks like a Jimmy Olsen's in the back there, kind of. Or someone like him. Or maybe not. Maybe this is Brooklyn Barnes I'm looking at. I don't know. But, oh, American Belle. Who is this? American Belle. Liberty Belle and Miss America. It's his trusty sidekick. Oh, wait, there's like Dino Manelli? This is just a regular character. Gabriel Jones, I think this is a regular person as well. Yes. So yeah, it's a lot of just regular people in here. Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen's there. Oh, Human Lantern. We haven't seen that one. Human Torch and Green Lantern. That's cool. Damn, Green Skull's in a lot of shit. Anyways, Happy Sam Sawyer. Great name. Great name. So yeah, now on to the last ones. These are the last group of books here. Challengers of the Fantastic. Ajax, I hope this is making you want to buy Amalgam.
It's burning a hole in my pocket right now.
Challengers of the Fantastic. We got some new people up in here. We got Ace, who is Ace Morgan and Invisible Woman combined, a.k.a. Invisible Woman with short hair. Then we got Big Gorgon, which is Big Bear and Gorgon combined. Dr. Doomsday's back. Dream Crystal, who is Beautiful Dreamer and Crystal combined. Johnny Stormtrooper. He's the Human Torch and DC Scrapper Trooper combined.
They just did that so they could call him Stormtrooper. Come on.
Yeah, literally. And not get in trouble with Marvel.
Yeah.
Amalgam version of Red Ghost, who's the Secretary of State of Gorilla City. How are you an amalgam of one person? All right. Multi-Masters. Amalgam of Multi-Man and Puppet Master. It's a decent combination. Red, who is Red Ryan and Human Torch. So he just has a flamethrower in his hand. That guy sucks to have on your team. He just shoots fire out of a gun. Rocky, who is Rocky Davis in The Thing. So they just called him Rocky, even though he's a rock. He's a rock with 4 arms. Tricerinac, who is Triton, Seraphim, and Karnak combined. Ultivac, which is amalgamation of version of many Marvel and DC robots.
It's not even specific.
They're like, we're not listing this shit out. Wyatt Flying Stag, Wyatt Wingfoot and Super Chief. Betty Bryant, which is just Betty Bryant from the books. Bronze Tiger's back. Dr. Octopus. Galactiac. What the fuck? Brainiac and Galactus. That is actually very cool. I really like that. He drains the universe of their energy and information. June Masters. June Robbins and Alicia Masters. Medusa Moonrider. Sounds like a porn star name. It's Medusa and Mark Moonrider. Prof. Who's just Professor Haley and Reed Richards. They just call him Prof. Rex Leach, who's just a regular character. Silver Racer. What? He's a fucking skier? Or a fucking, yeah. What? It's Silver Surfer and Black Racer, but he has like fucking, like, did I say that right? Ski gimmicks, right? Yeah, I was making sure I was saying that right. What the fuck? That sucks. You wanted the Guardian, which is just one of the regular Guardians. No, it's not. It's a Watcher and a Guardian. Yeah. I saw the red with the Green Lantern logo and the blue skin, so I just thought it was immediately just a regular Guardian. Or which we call it from DC. Vinkin the Black Bolt, who is Vinkin and the Black Bolt combined. Interesting. Not the best. The exciting X Patrol, it's still X Patrol, but we'll look at the cover there, see what that's all about. X Patrol, this one's cool. It's another cover, another very 90s cover for X Patrol. Triumph of the Brotherhood. Wait, who's that villain, though? We didn't see that villain before. Oh, there's Dead Devil. Deadman and Daredevil combined. Okay. That's pretty cool. Anybody new? Jericho. Combination of X-Man and Jericho. What? They had a Nate Gray combination in this? He looks just like a palette swap Nate Gray with the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's cool. Raven Naya, who is, I'm guessing, Raven, and who the fuck is Aaliyah Dayspring? All right. And Red Hawk, who is Hawkman and Red Raven combined. So now the last one's here. Iron Lantern. This one, take a guess.
It's very easy to figure it out.
You guessed it. Captain America. No. Iron Lantern, mix of Tony Stark and Hal Jordan. Green Lantern and Iron Man. Yep. So that's that. I mean, that's a cool combination. Not one I would immediately go for, but yep. Another of the Magnetic Men featuring Magneto. So it's that same crew. As usual, I just want to look at the cover here. I know it's an audio podcast, but I want to see these bad boys because I have to buy them. So I have to know what I'm looking for. Look at this dude's long ass neck. And then Spider-Boy Team Up. So they gave Spider-Boy his Team Up book, Ajax. I wonder how this worked. I wonder how this worked with the rights. Like, how do the rights work with this?
I'm not sure.
Like, does DC own like the books they put out, or like does Marvel? Like, I know they each own their half of the character, so I'm guessing without coming to an agreement, they have to come together. I don't know. There's too many people to go through on this list, but just know.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, featuring Legion, the Legion of Galactic Guardians 2099. So not only is there a new team, but there's a future version of them. And I see a flying Electro. I see a lot of cool flying characters. Actually, matter of fact, everyone's flying on this cover. Now that I'm looking at this. I like that his web shooter's a gun. That is so sick. But yeah, so pretty cool. I'm not going to go through all of these. There's just way too many people to go through. But pretty... Oh, there is a Spider-Boy 2099 in this, though. Which also looks kind of cool. He looks basically the same. He wears like a collar on his neck, but he kind of just looks the same.
Yeah.
I dig that look, too. Yeah, that's very cool. All right. Awesome. Spider-Man 2099. Big W. And the last one here. Thorions of the New Asgods. That is dangerously close to calling them ass gods, but to each their own, Marvel and DC, to each their own. Here are the new... And he covers the AS, so it could be ass gods. Is this John Romita Jr.? Yeah, it is. The cover, John Romita Jr. I was like, this looks like a kick-ass picture. Holy shit, they got John Romita Jr. for the cover. So I gotta buy this. Celestial. Who is a, it doesn't say who he's an amalgam of. He was once known as Thorion the Hunter, so he might just be an original character. Locke Desad, version of Loki and Desad. Thorion, who I'm guessing is Thor and... Oh, come on, you're not going to give us the combination? I'm guessing it's Orion from DC. That's my guess. Because of the name Orion being in this, and they love to combine the two. Oh, here we go. Orion and Marvel Store. I'm an idiot.
And it's essentially like a New Gods type of book.
High Father Odin, which we already saw, and Thanos' side is in this as well. This book looks like something I would actually pick up because it seems like a cool thing. Oh, never mind. This guy says this sucked.
I mean, let's be honest. Most of the Amalgam books suck.
Yeah. This guy said it happens in the middle of Ragnarok. This book takes place. But there we go. I know this went a little long. Oh shit, I did own this Ajax. I forgot to show it off. I do own X Patrol.
Oh.
I have an X Patrol book. Sick. Hell yeah. So I know this one shot went a little long, but we couldn't ignore Amalgam. It's something that it came in. It died in, let me guess, a year? Yeah, it died in a year, and it was never seen from again. And the closest we got to any sort of crossover recently was, I believe, in a Marvel book, Thor is talking about other gods, and he talked about the god of the sky, and there was a blue and red streak in the sky. He called it the god of speed, and it was like a lightning bolt running through a city that was yellow and red, and it was like the god of space, and it was a green streak going through. And it was supposed to be Green Lantern.
Right.
I thought that shit was real cool because I was like, oh my god. People were like, we're getting a crossover. We're getting a crossover. They're talking about DC. It never happened, but that's the closest we had. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think we'll ever get this again. Unless something horrible happens to the comic book business where they need to do it again. But I think with the amount of money that Marvel brings in, I sadly don't think they'll need to do another crossover like this. Which is unfortunate because I think there's modern day characters I'd love to see combined in a new Amalgam. Which would be interesting. Because I feel like there's obscure characters that are now famous that I would love to see. Like, for example, I'd love to see like Star-Lord mixed with someone from DC. I think that'd be really cool. There's a lot of cool things they could do, I think, with an Amalgam current day. So, Ajax, what are your thoughts real quick, wrapping up here for Amalgam?
I think it's cool that it happened. I'm not a huge fan of it at the end of the day. They didn't produce a whole lot of books of substance, let's say that.
Yeah.
The art is cool on most of the books.
I will say, they're not known for the stories, but they're known for the designs. And I think that's the only reason people remember Amalgam. And honestly, I want to read these all when I have them all, but at the same time, it's like, I don't need to. I'm just here to collect all the covers so I can say I have all the Amalgam books. That's literally my only motivation.
This is one of those things where, like, you have to be like a hardcore comic book fan to read these.
Yeah.
And even at that, you may or may not enjoy it.
And I gotta say, at the time when it was happening, this was probably like the hottest thing that was going on. Like, people were probably buying these and reading these just because of what was happening. It was like a moment, you know what I mean? That's my guess. We'll see. I'll have to flip through some wizards to see what was happening at the time, what people were saying. But yeah, Ajax, thank you for hanging out with me for another one. That was our comic book highlight, and I'll say this: the next issue of Dive Into the Longbox podcast, Ajax, we're going to be talking about video game comic books and what happened to them.
Oh,
spoiler alert! A lot of them sucked, but we will talk about some. I haven't read many, but who knows? By next time we're here, maybe I scoop some up. You never know. Maybe I'll locate some at my local comic book shop. Because I think that'd be a fun topic to talk about, because we kind of lightly discussed it over text the other day.
That definitely gives me an incentive to read more of them, for sure.
So I think that'd be a lot of fun to discuss. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming in August. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I know we're a little behind on this month's Dive Into the Longbox. Same thing with Ultimate X, because we were in Florida and I got really sick, so it was very hard for me to record anything. We're back, baby. We're back. So can't kill me, can't keep us out. We're forever gonna dive into the long box. Isn't that right, Ajax?
Yeah.
And to figure out what the comic book of the month will be next month, or the comic/graphic novel of the month next month, will be something. Will be an Ajax choice, because we swap off month and month. So next month, Ajax will provide us with something. But to figure out what that is, you're gonna have to wait and listen to the $2 tier, or just wait till the next free one shot. Remember, $2 on Patreon to listen to Dive Into the Long Box. You get all the issues of that for $2. You get some of my art stuff, all of my comics. If you don't want to get them on Etsy, you can get them through our Patreon at the $2 tier. I upload every single digital comic book I make onto there for people to download. So another incentive if you're into comic books. So, hell yeah, Ajax. I think that was a successful episode.
I'd like to think so.
And if we were an amalgamation, we'd be Gabe Jacks. Do you like that?
See you next month.
Bye.